Why is it that those who ask for the least in relationships often end up receiving nothing at all? Fierce independence is celebrated in every aspect of life, except, ironically, in matters of the heart. For many, self-sufficiency is a badge of honor earned through hardship and resilience. Yet, when it comes to love and connection, this very trait becomes a perplexing paradox. Independent individuals don't seek rescue, reassurance, or material support. All they want is something simple: genuine time and attention. But as we'll explore, even these modest requests often go unfulfilled, leaving the most self-reliant among us wondering why being easy to please can feel like an impossible standard. Let's unravel the contradictory dance between independence and intimacy, and why the simplest gestures can be the hardest to receive. Being a fiercely independent person comes with its own set of frustrations, especially when it comes to dating and relationships. For those who have cultivated self-reliance, the expectations from a partner are often simple. They do not need anyone to fix their problems, take care of their needs, pay their bills, or validate their worth. The only real desire is for a partner's time and attention, two things that, on the surface, seem easy and freely given. Ironically, despite this apparent simplicity, independent individuals often find themselves alone. While they do not require saving or material support, their requests for genuine time and focused attention are frequently unmet. This is particularly disheartening because time and attention are intangible gifts. They cost nothing and are available to everyone. Yet, the effort to consistently offer these is often overlooked or undervalued by potential partners. This paradox is even more evident when considering daily interactions. People regularly give their time and attention to strangers, whether that is a barista at a coffee shop, a waiter taking an order, or someone who holds the door open. A simple text message, watching a movie together, or sharing a meal are small gestures that represent the effort an independent person seeks from a partner. However, these basic acts of connection seem to be harder to obtain within the context of a romantic relationship. Let's take a look at how someone becomes fiercely independent, shall we? The root of this independence often lies in our past experiences. Independent individuals have learned to rely on themselves because when they have reached out for help or shown vulnerability, they were met with indifference or even abandonment. Over time, they became their own saviors, their own backup plans, and their own heroes. Their strength and self-sufficiency, which ironically was originally born out of necessity, can now become intimidating or misunderstood by others. The irony here is that rather than being seen as low maintenance or easy to please, independent people are often perceived as too much or out of someone's league. This perception leads potential partners to withdraw, believing that the independent person is too difficult. Often, the feeling of not being needed may push someone away. However, this is an issue with that person's own self-esteem and insecurities, not something the independent party's doing. Even more perplexing is that meanwhile, those same partners that run from the independent partner may freely offer all of their resources, their time, and their emotional energy to individuals who demand 100% of their time and attention, sometimes to the point of toxicity, and they do it without any hesitation. It's a frustrating show, let me tell you. In the end, the request of the independent person remains the same, just a little bit of genuine time and attention. Yet, strangely enough, this small request is often seen as too much, even though it is the simplest and most accessible thing to give. Perhaps this is because, in a world where grand gestures and dramatic declarations are often mistaken for love, the quiet simplicity of presence gets overlooked. Independent individuals aren't asking for fireworks or constant affirmation. They are merely hoping for someone who shows up, who listens, who values the shared moments, no matter how ordinary. This understated need can be easily dismissed, misunderstood, or overshadowed by more vocal demands from others. So, the paradox persists. Those who require the least in terms of material support and emotional rescue often end up receiving the least in terms of authentic connection. It's not about being difficult or demanding. It's about longing for the kind of attention that doesn't cost anything, but means everything. For the fiercely independent, this is not a sign of weakness, but rather a quiet plea for genuine intimacy. Something simple, yet apparently so rare. Until this dynamic is recognized and valued, the independent will continue to walk the line between strength and solitude, hoping for someone who sees their need not as a burden, but as an invitation to share in life's most basic, yet profound gift, which is simply being present. Doesn't sound that hard, does it? But what do I know? I'm just a hooded guy on the internet.